Secondly, turn to the New Testament now, Romans 12. That's a big jump from Joshua to Romans. But the second choice that leads to a life of purity. The first one is saturate yourself with the Word. And that's a choice. If you're not saturated, it's your choice. In fact, this book will keep you from sin, and this sin will keep you from this book. And if you're not reading the Bible, sin is keeping you from the book, because there's no more clearer word from Christ than man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word. Every word. That's the whole Bible. All 66 books. Every word. Saturate yourself with the Word. Secondly, Romans 12:9 says that we should consistently hate evil. Most of us hate evil. It's just inconsistent. And it says in Romans 12:9, let love be without hypocrisy, abhor, which means hate so much you go away from what is evil, and cling, that means go toward and get stuck to and glued to what is good. See, there has to be a consistent hatred and turning away from evil, and a consistent gluing to and pursuit of what is good. See, it's not enough just to say, I don't like any of that stuff. I don't smoke or chew or go with those who do. And we just are known for what we don't do. It's not the no, it's the yes. You see, merely a hatred of evil just makes you a critic. You can point out everything everybody does wrong. A pursuit of what is good is a lifestyle that God can use, because people see us abhorring what is evil and turning to what is good. So, grace-energized purity means that young men will choose to consistently hate evil. As pilgrims in this world, and with a tsunami flood of sin crashing around us every day, Paul prescribed a constant attitude. Hate, abhor, turn away from evil. And if you know anything about the Roman world, you had to do it. We have all kinds of evil and iniquity on television. They had it live. They had nudity was common, especially in athletics. Immorality was common in the athletic world, and especially in the bathhouse culture that they lived in the public baths. And he said, turn away from that. Abhor it. The heart of the message Paul taught them was this living out this lifestyle of hating what is evil. In fact, in Ephesians 4, Paul says in verse 22, put off concerning your former conduct, the old man, and be renewed and put on. And when Paul taught these words across the ancient Roman world, when he taught Romans 12:9, when he taught Ephesians 4:22 to 24, do you know what the people did? The illustration book for what happened to Paul's teaching when it was received is in the book of Acts. You know, we read the epistles and we kind of forget the book of Acts is kind of like the photo album of what happened. We almost see it as two separate worlds. Well, Acts 19 is when Paul was preaching Ephesians 4 about putting off. And what did the people do when they heard him say that in Acts 19? If you look someday in verses 19 and 20, they collected and burned all the objects associated with evil. I mean, they took him seriously. This wasn't a nice Bible study that they tucked in their Bible and shut it and got in their chariot and went to the bathhouse and went to watch the naked athletes. No, they took it seriously. And in Acts 19, it says that they burned all of the object associated with immorality, with the occult, with anything to do with Satan. Now, so that we not merely be hearers but doers, think in your life. Do you have anything that you would be ashamed of if at the moment that you were holding or possessing or doing that thing, Jesus Christ came and saw you doing it? If so, that is something that should be destroyed and should not be a part of your life. Personally, I think that if you have any music or videos or games or books or posters or other objects that are tied in any way to the occult or immorality, they should be destroyed, not sold on eBay, or at a garage sale. They should be destroyed. I remember one of my predecessors when I was at Quidnesset Church. His name was, I forgot what his name was, but boy, was he, what was his name? Burchett, Harold Burchett. Thanks for telling me that. He actually preached on this, and he put a barrel in front. He said, tonight I'm bringing a barrel, and we're going to collect all this stuff. And he put a barrel in front of the pulpit. I never will forget hearing about this. And I mean, he spent the whole afternoon praying. And that night was the largest evening service they had. And people came forward. It was a revival from the Lord. And they brought everything from crucifixes to witchcraft. So this is in New England. And there's a lot of Roman Catholicism, a lot of occultic things, and a lot of everything. And people brought everything from holy hardware that they felt was dishonoring to the Lord, to occultic stuff, to occultic music and videos and records and everything. They just put it in there, and he hauled that thing outside and they burned it. They had an Acts 19, 19, and 20 service. Well, we don't need to have that. You can have that yourself. You can say, I'm going to consistently hate evil.